Hello and welcome to Wolfman Gaming. This is my Plague Tale Requiem blind playthrough. And in the last episode, the Countess Emily took out dear old mom as some sort of sacrifice because she is dead set that Hugo is the child of embers, and that pushed Hugo to the limit. We are actually pushing Hugo to the limit as we speak. And on previous attempts I tried to do this a little bit more organized. Now I feel I'm gonna do the noob-esque approach. Just mashing buttons. Die, Emily.
Emily, no! Sire, we need to evacuate, sire! It's too late! Let me go! Let me go! Sire, your people need you, sire! You will never leave this island! I'll finish this!
Bring it.
Amicia?
I was actually starting to wonder what happened to Lucas.
I'm here.
Very lucky coincidence that they somehow, when the ground caved in, just happened to land in the very cell where Lucas was just chilling.
Answer me. Say something. Hugo. No. Oh, thank you. Thank you. We're all right. You were right. We're all right.
Trophy, the life we deserve. Chapter 13, nothing left. My god, when you think that it couldn't get any worse, it does.
Please, Hugo. Say something. Look at me, please. I need you.
Amicia, we can't stay here.
He won't talk to me.
We need to leave.
I think poor
Hugo,
Hugo is
answer
in
me.
shock.
Amicia, we need to leave.
To go where?
The harbor. We're leaving this place.
I want rest.
You can rest when you're safe.
We will never be, Lucas. Never. There can be no peace for us.
I must say, if there is one person that really, really deserves rest,
I'll lead the way.
it's Amicia. All the
Don't
shit
think. Just follow me.
that they have been through.
I'll be your path. For the both of you. I'll carry you if I must. But I'm taking you out of here.
And what
Take a
happened
deep
to
breath
Sophia?
And stand up.
Is she just chilling down in the
You did
harbor?
it. Come on, Hugo. Good. I'm taking you out of here.
Find a way to the surface. And I wonder, Amicia's shoulder, I'm guessing, is dislocated. So hopefully a good old-fashioned yank will pop it back into place. I actually had to do that once. Many years ago, on a friend of mine, we were drinking, and this was back when I was a teen.
Do it.
Don't move. It's gonna hurt.
Oh, ha, 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 ha.
Are you
Yep.
alright?
Most definitely dislocated.
Come on. Hugo.
Yes, many years ago when I was a teenager. Therefore, you know, some time has passed. Some water has passed under the bridges since this story took place. Either way, I was over at a friend's place. He was a few years older than me, so he lived alone, or lived with his brother, but his brother wasn't home. And we were drinking beers, having a good time, and they lived in a 2-story house. And I can't remember why, but he went upstairs to get something or whatever, and coming down the stairs, he slipped and took quite a nasty fall and dislocated his shoulder on the staircase.
I'll be quick.
Yes.
And I think I was like 16 at the time. And it was not just me and him. I think there was 2 other friends there as well. And with my drunken courage, I was like, I've watched MASH. I can do this. So I told my friend, just lie down on your bed. I'll pull it back. I'll pull your shoulder back into its socket. And that was quite interesting. Just gonna see here.
You need it.
Alchemy. Amicia. What name was her to kill enemies? Savage. How much? I have. Okay. Okay, an additional jar. Don't care. Yes, I've got the bracers. We'll go for the alchemy one.
Much better.
Make odors explode on contact with fire, killing unarmed. Wow. So you make like a grenade. Now where was I in the story? Yes. I told my friend to lie down on his bed. I stood on the bed, grabbed a firm grip of his arm, and put my foot on his chest. So, like, to hold him down while I pulled his arm into place.
How do we?
You can already tell that this story is gonna head south, aren't you?
I'll look. Stay with him.
Well,
Amicia, you're
being as intoxicated as I was,
However
I
you can. Please.
did I count
Fine.
to 3,
but don't go too far.
and
Well, Hugo.
then
I think you can
I had a firm grip on his
I'm
arm.
sorry. need
I
you to
count to
feel
3, and
Skin's pale.
I pulled.
The macula's
Keep
not
going.
It looks larger.
The thing was,
Spread
my
inside your mouth.
hands had gotten quite sweaty due to a bit nervousness.
Pupils not done.
So I slipped, stumbled backwards, and fell out of the bed out into the hallway. It's like one of the saddest moments in medical history. But I was not deterred. And a good thing, because I probably made things worse by pulling on it and not getting it into the socket. So on my second attempt, I made sure to dry my hands, and I think I like made sure to get a grip on the sleeve of his shirt. And I yanked a second time and managed to pull it back into place. So I actually did manage to get his arm back into its socket.
I can't. Oh, please. Please. How am I going to do this? Please. I can't. Help me. Lord. Stop. Stop. Stand up. Stand up and go.
That was one of those moments that almost feels like you're spying on the person. You feel uncomfortable just being there watching it happen.
Hugo, if you can hear my voice, move one of your fingers.
But yes, going back to my story, in the end it all turned out well. There we go.
We'll try to climb up.
Much like that.
Yes.
But it was one of those, and had we been a little bit more sober, we would have done the smart thing, like call the ambulance. And I realize now that we're just
How
lucky,
is he?
His mind
him
is
more than I,
extinguished.
that it actually
It's not just a
worked.
shock. It's the macula.
So he's not.
Because my
Not yet.
knowledge
Yes,
of
this
medicine is basically what I've learned from MASH, which isn't a lot. Like most disease can be caused or can be cured by telling jokes.
It's too high.
It's interesting how Lucas goes from, oh, I'll carry you, I'll do everything, I'll be your stepping stone, whatever,
Let's push and see what's behind.
to just, I give up. It never ends.
Extinguish the flames.
We saw those things inside the carrier's tomb.
It will kill the sun.
What?
Sun killer. The light devourer. It's the nebula the old texts talk about. It's real.
I'm home.
No. No. This isn't home. Hugo, look at me.
It's not him, Amicia. It's the macula talking, trying to fill the void left by your mother's death.
I should have saved her. But we can still finish this. You hear me, Hugo? We can find that bastard Count and kill him.
No, enough! Amicia, we need to leave this damn rock and take him away from here. He's drowning. Amicia, focus. You need to push back. Talk to him. Keep him afloat. He needs you.
this looks a bit like how I think there's a game on Xbox Series X and almost at PlayStation PC called Scorn that came out a little while back. That Scorn is what is nasty, that's what it is. What? Something went wrong there. Did
Stay cautious. There's more.
I see them.
okay, so we should stay away from those sacks. Yes, going back to what I was saying, there is a game called Scorn on Xbox Series X and PC, where I think it is some kind of
So what? Move.
it's a first-person horror game.
What?
I felt his body
Very
spasm right
inspired.
before it all burst.
I told you. His bond with the Macula is getting stronger.
I know you're still there, Hugo. Please hold.
Sorry, got lost for a second there due to the conversation. Yes, first-person horror game where you play in a world that is very inspired by H.R. Geiger's paintings. And for anyone who doesn't know, Geiger is the one that designed the xenomorphs in Alien. He also designed the ship the Nostromo, and he was a great artist. Did very dark art,
We need to be more careful.
a lot of biomechanics, a lot of erotic stuff combined with biomechanics.
Something ahead.
Some of it quite twisted, but that's the type of art I actually enjoy. I like dark arts.
How many are there inside?
And Scorn, from what I've seen, it looks
I'm here.
pretty
Hey,
darn
I'm
cool.
waiting.
let's go look at
Apparently
it now.
it's supposed to be quite hard, frustratingly hard at times.
I'm staying.
Very
There is nothing here for you.
This
uh,
is home. This is.
Stop! You're coming with me, whether you want to or not. You hear me? He's coming with me!
You made us so angry. They're coming. Run.
and we're running again.
Stay close to the wall.
Well, apparently it's supposed to have quite frustrating puzzles and a bit Yankee controls from what I've read. But it's one of those games that I still want to experience, and if I get really stuck, I'll do like other people do and look up a walkthrough. After all, that's why walkthroughs are there. I know, because I made a few myself. And
We're getting out of here! You won't take him! You hear? It's over!
I have told you that I'm impressed with the woman that does Amicia's voice, right?
Breathe.
She must have
Breathe.
vocal cords made out of leather at this point, because
Hugo?
the way she's screaming, having been a death metal vocalist, the way she screams, it sounds to me sometimes like when she screams in that really coarse, raspy voice. I know from experience that is a sound that's hard to create without damaging your throat or hurting your throat. So I'm really impressed with her dedication, and I'm very happy that she has done the job she has done, because I think the voice acting in this game is great. script is great as well. At most times, there are
Yes,
a
that's
few
our blood.
odd lines that
That's you.
but nothing's flawless, right?
We're not done yet. We should go.
Yes, I'm ready.
We still have to reach the harbor.
Yes. And we are gonna do that in the next episode, because I'm gonna end this one right here. But I want to thank you very much for watching, and I will see you again in my next video. So until next time, this is the Wolfman signing off.